Frag with Walle of SK Gaming. We're at the ESL Extreme Masters Finals. Walle, you've gone through the group stage undefeated. How big a boost was that for your team?
It felt really good to go undefeated, of course. We feel like we're on a roll now and we can very well go ahead and win the tournament if we continue to play like this.
Obviously all the teams at a tournament like this are some of the best teams in the world. Could you possibly have expected to do this well?
I could have expected it in our group since many of the really top teams ended up on the other side, but still I'm really satisfied that we did go undefeated in our group since it's still really good teams, especially Virtus Pro and Attacks, so yeah, we're really satisfied.
Yeah, you mentioned Virtus Pro and Attacks there. Which would you say was the toughest of your group games? I mean, you seem to make a lot of them look very easy. Was it actually as easy as it looked?
I don't know. I guess we had a role in every one of our games. We didn't really feel threatened at any of them except the last one versus Estro on Cobble. But I don't know. It was we came off on such a good start in all the games, so we never really got threatened in any of them.
You mentioned the match on Cobble there. Was it odd? You don't see Cobble played so much in tournaments anymore. Was it odd to play such an important match on that again?
Well, we kind of wanted to play Cobble because we thought we were going to end up number one in the group anyway. But after we chose Cobble, we found out that we wouldn't. We had to win it, so it was kind of... We didn't want to show strats on any of the other maps, but still, it was a good thing that we won and finished first, of course.
Like you mentioned there, yeah, you've gone undefeated. You will be the highest seed now tomorrow. Is there any teams you'd like to avoid, particularly in the early rounds of the playoffs?
I guess the toughest opponent is Rocket, of course. I guess Rocket and Attacks are gonna advance from the qualifiers or whatever, and I'd like to play Attacks because I think we have a really good edge on them.
Did any other teams surprise you today?
I don't know about today. I guess SOA surprised me, for sure. But I mean, the tournament so far, Mouse has been really surprising and really strong.
A lot of the headlines about your team now, to go back to you guys, has obviously been about the switch for Get Right and Spawn. Judging on today's results, it would look like a perfect switch. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, judging on today, but we don't want to take anything out in advance, so I'll save a comment for that till after we finish first, hopefully.
Okay, looking at Get Right in particular, what does he bring to the team?
I'd say he's pretty much like Abdi, skill-wise, and he can out-aim any player in the world, obviously. But he brings a lot of smarts and a lot of talk while we're playing, which Abdi isn't very good at. His talk isn't top-notch. So I think he's a really good replacement still. Abdi is one of the best aimers, but we found a really good replacement.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this current SK lineup as one of the strongest for a long time. How would you rate this with some of the other great teams you've played on over the years?
That's a hard question, I guess. You can't really compare the scene now comparing to what we had in NIP with the set team. That was the strongest team I've played on, and we did really well. But the scene has changed since then. It has a lot of more good teams right now, so I'm really satisfied with the strength of our team right now in the scene, considering there are so many good teams.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, the scene has become a lot more competitive. There's a lot more people competing for the first place at tournaments. Going into 2008 now, what would you say are your goals for the year? What would you be happy with?
Of course, I'd be happy with the top 3 on most tournaments, but we always go for the first place, obviously, but you can't expect to win them all with the competitiveness today. But I'd say top 3 the year out, I'd be satisfied for sure.
And who would you see as your main rivals now? Do you think Fnatic can recover from this?
I'd guess they recover, yeah. But there are so many good teams right now, especially here. I'd rank MTV, MYM, Mouse, Fnatic, Rocket really high. They're the best teams in my opinion, and you have a lot of more good teams which can beat you on any day, like MIBR, SOA, who played well here, so you can never say.
Okay, thanks very much for your time, and best of luck in the tournament tomorrow.
Alright, thanks.
Frag.com.